Okay, guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about this concept called mean absolute deviation. It's MAD for short, and hopefully in your notes you've already written down the process to solve. Step 1, you're going to find the average. Step 2, we're going to calculate the difference. And step 3, you're going to find the average of those deviations. I'll explain now. In mean absolute deviation, you're going to be given about 4 or 5 numbers. Okay, just random numbers. So let's say we're given the number 60, and then 90, and then 80, and then 55, and then 70. How many numbers is that?
5.
That's 5. Okay. So a real world example might be, hey, these are your first 5 grades. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the mean absolute deviation. Step 1 says find the average. So we're going to find the average of these numbers. Here's exactly what I'm looking for. This is the way I want you to write it. You're going to take the 6 numbers that you're given just like this and write them vertical. 60, 90, 80, 55, 70. Okay? This is step 1. Step 1 is we're going to find the average of these numbers. You already know. How am I going to find the average of these numbers? Add them up and then what? Okay, so go ahead in your calculators. 60 plus 90 plus 80 plus 55 plus 70. Okay. What y'all got? You should have 355. Anybody get that? 355. Is that the average? No, because remember the average has to be between what numbers? Yeah, it's got to be between the smallest and the largest. So I'm going to divide it by what, Parker? By 5, because I have 5 numbers. So on these calculators, you can just hit divide. It's going to take the last answer and divide it by 5. And now you should have, that's where the 71 comes in. Okay? So that's your average. Step 2. Okay? You're going to do this. Just say subtract all the way down. And you're going to take this number, the average that you got, and you're going to put it right here. 71, 71, 71, 71, 71 equals all the way down. We're going to find the distance, also known as the deviation, the distance from the original number and the average of those numbers. What is the distance from 60 to 71? It's 11. Okay, it's also, maybe you've heard this as absolute value, that's fine, but I just want you to understand it's the distance. So one way of finding it is subtract. 6 minus 71, okay, it says negative 11. You don't care about the negatives. You just want the distance from one number, so these numbers should always be positive. So if in your calculator it says negative 11, just make it positive. What's the distance from 90 to 71? Good, 19. What's the distance from 80 to 71? Is it 11 or 9? Threw me there. Yeah, it's 9. What's the distance from 55 to 71? And the distance from 70 to 71? 1. Okay? So this is step 2. Now, here's step 3 is we're simply going to find the averages of those positive differences. Okay, those distances, those deviations, however you want to say it. We're going to find the average of these numbers. So what did we do over here? We added them up Divided by what? So we're going to add them up. 11 plus 19 plus 9 plus 16 plus 1. Do it with me so I make sure I get the right numbers. What y'all got here? 56. Is that my average? Nope. We're going to divide by? Divide 5. 11.2. Okay? This is my MAD. You can put a box around this. Okay? This is your mean absolute deviation. Okay? Before I move on, one thing I just want to point out is 11.2. How is 11.2 compared to these original numbers? Are they close to these numbers? Bigger or smaller? Well, a lot smaller, right? Much smaller. Take out your assignment for today. So again, we have these test scores. This is the situation. What's the mean absolute deviation of Chuck's test scores? Here they are. Step 1. You're going to list them vertically. 88, 73, 94, 84, 73, and 62. Okay? We got to add them up to find the average. Go ahead, come with me. 88 in your calculator plus 73. Plus 94. Plus 84. Plus 73. Plus 62. I'm going to check to make sure I've got them all in there. Did y'all get 474? Is that my average? What do I got to do?
Mr. Berry, could you please send Caden Smith to the front office for a laptop?
I got to divide by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that? 79. Now, I want to point out, this is going to be one of your answer choices. Okay? That's not an 8th grade skill, is not to find the average of these numbers. We're going to take each number, subtract it from that average, subtract 79, subtract 79, subtract 79, subtract 79, subtract 79. Okay? And we're going to get 6 new, smaller numbers. These are called the deviations. These numbers over here. What's the distance from 88 to 79? Remember, all these numbers we're going to make positive, even if they're not. 73 minus 79. What do we got? I got negative 6. I'm just going to make that positive. Now it's 6. Okay? 94 minus 79. 15. Good. 84 to 79. Bam. 5. That's 4 numbers. 73 to 79. Make it positive. That's 6. And 62 to 79 is negative 17. I'll make that positive 17. Now I'm ready to take my final step. I'm simply going to find the average of these deviations. Okay? 9 plus 6 plus 15 plus 5 plus 6 plus 17. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody get 58? Divided by what? Okay. 9.66, and you can stop after 2 decimal places, put a box around that. And this is your mean absolute deviation. Notice, please notice, 9.66. Is that close to these original numbers? Is it bigger or smaller? A lot smaller. You with me? Okay, I just want you to notice that. All right, number 2, 77, 111, 57, 98, and 107. Add them up, find the average, find the deviations, and find the average again. Okay, I'm going to let you go for about a few minutes and let's finish this. This will be our next grade. Raise your hand if you have any questions and I'll come around and help you individually. Great job.